Were you considering purchasing a house and you thought to yourself, I'll just wait until next year? Well, what does that mean for you when it comes to interest rates? All of that coming right up. On this channel, I talk about real estate trends and topics, so if you're brand new here, please consider subscribing. So, I've come across a lot of people in 2018 who got pre-approved with the lender and have decided to fall back and purchase a property next year. What does that mean for you guys in regards to your interest rate? Well, as we saw in 2018, the interest rate went up 3 times this year. So it went up 0.75% from a year ago, and eventually is gonna reach 1% more in the next maybe 3 months. What does this mean? Well, it is common to see interest rates go up and house prices come down, but that hasn't happened just yet. The houses are still going up and the interest rates are still going up. So we haven't had that fall off just yet. But what it does mean that the interest rate did go up. And you have to understand that the interest rate is a compounded interest rate. So it's on there every single month for the balance of your loan. So if you were going to purchase a property at the beginning of 2018 and you decided to stop and start again in 2019, then your interest rate's probably going to be 1% higher. Just to put this in perspective, 1% more equates to almost an average about $100,000 more to purchase a property that you could have bought at the beginning of the year. But let me give you a little bit of history notes so you guys do not freak out. So back in the 80s, interest rates were nearly at 20%. Just think of that, 20%. Towards the late 80s and the beginning of the 90s, it did go down to about 15%. And in the late 90s, it did go down below 10%, maybe around 9 or 8%. And then in 2006, 7, and 8, we saw the interest rate drop all the way down to 3%. So now the market has reacted and now we are on the bounce back. So the interest rate was at 3.5%, 4%, and then this year it actually reached up to 5%. So when you look at the history of interest rates, don't freak out because you could have purchased a property in the 80s and paid 20%, but in today's market it is only 5% and it's projected to go up maybe another % in the next year. So even though, yes, it is more than the beginning of 2018, it's still not as bad as buying property in the 80s for 20%. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It is all under the name EAO the Realtor. And as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you, and I'll see you guys soon.